Greetings! Hello, beautiful people. It is our cozy cottage. Queen V, your host. How's everybody doing today? Yes, I am home. As you see, the earlier video, you saw I was on my way to service at the temple. It was cloudy and raining, and yes, of course, we are getting some after effects of this hurricane that hit Florida. Hurricane Ian. It's, I done prayed, I done cried, I just so heartfelt of people who have gone through this. I just always pray that they leave their homes when they're asked to leave their homes before the storm hits, and go to safety, go to higher ground, go more inland. And I always pray that they do that, because during the storm, when it hits, no one can help them. And then when they're going through it, because they decide to stay, they're calling for help, and they already know, they've been told they can't do anything. The help can't come until after it's over, and it may be too late. They may die because of it, or because of the grace of God. He still have them there, but they're hanging on their life, waiting for someone to come. And who wants to go through that? For the life of me, I don't understand why people don't want to leave the homes. This is a hurricane. This is a huge storm that no one can do anything about. No one but God. And so what you're going to do, your home is too big to put in your arms and take with you. It's your life that you should be concerned about, not your home, not your belongings. Some say, well, I have nowhere to go. No, you're wrong, because they have shelters in different places, so you have somewhere to go. You even have family that you can go to that's maybe more inland or more in a safe spot. Some just don't want to go because they don't want to leave the homes, like they're so nailed down to the house, and it's just not good. It's not good. Your life is worth more than your home and your belongings. Your life is. And for the life of me, I don't understand why people do that. For the life of me, I don't understand. And you cannot be helped until after it's over. And it just doesn't register that you would just stay there in harm's way. And then you have flooding. Nothing you can do. You can't move the water away. The water is going to come right in your homes. I don't care how your home is built. I don't care if your home is so-called hurricane proof. Ain't no home is hurricane proof that can stop a hurricane for coming and flooding it and destroying it. No man-made object, home, building, none can withstand a storm that's out for devastation. It's catastrophic. And I don't care what a man is made that's tough and whatever. You can't touch it with a storm. A storm will destroy it. It's no man-made object, building, whatever it may be, can withstand a storm. But anyway, I had to get that off my chest because I just been praying for them. And now that it has passed them, now it's headed toward the Carolinas. I haven't been really listening to that a lot. Just been praying that they seek shelter, the people. Okay, your homes and everything else that can eventually be rebuilt. All that, but your lives, no, you go 6 feet under. Nothing you can do. You're gone. Your spirit's gone. And God places somewhere until He's ready to come back in the end. And it's His choice where it goes. Heaven or hell. But I just have to say, when it storms like that, and when you have a chance before it hits, please seek shelter. Seek a safer spot. Get out of the storm's way, because it's coming and there's nothing you can do about it. And I know sometimes I hear some of them like, well, we hear this all the time and then it never hit. Guess what? Just like some people have been saying, better safe than sorry. But that's a true statement. It's a true statement. Better safe than sorry. It's like whether or not it turns another way or whatever. Guess what? I was ready. I was prepared because I didn't know. You know, there are some storms that just out of the blue and you don't have any time, you don't know. And that's pure devastation, is when you don't know and it comes right out the blue. Like tornadoes and, you know, stuff like that. That's really total devastation. But when you have storms that it can be tracked by man, that God allows, and they can actually track where it's coming to. Now, if it changes, you know, they can eventually see it, but sometimes they don't, because God only give man the knowledge that He want them to have. God knows whether their storm going to hit that place to direct or He's going to shift it. He's the only one know, but He does give man the knowledge and tools to track. And if He decides to shift it a little and not let man know, He can do that, because God can do anything. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. So anyway, I'm going to get off that. But all I can say is my heart breaks and aches for those that have lost lives, those family members that will be mourning the lives that has been lost, and those that are still living, but you know, their homes is pretty much destroyed, and it's going to take much days, months, and hours to get it back together. And that's total heartbreaking also. But guess what? You're still alive. And that's the best news ever. But praying that the storm goes back out to sea and dies down, and it doesn't do any more harm anywhere else. I've got to check the news and see what's going on in Carolinas, South Carolina. Because yes, I have friends and family in the Florida area, and family church members in the Florida area, in the Carolinas. So, you know, we've been kind of like keeping in touch. They've been checking in on our Facebook page for the church and all that type of stuff. So it's just been a lot of praying going on, and just hoping God have mercy. But yes, I had to get that off my chest. And I'm not saying I didn't want to talk about it, because I did. Didn't mean to jump right into it, but it just happened that way. But today was a pretty good day, pretty quiet day at service. And then came home and actually looked at the evening service in headquarters. Very good service. But I'm just sort of, I didn't really eat dinner. I ate dinner, but I didn't eat like what you would consider dinner. I ate breakfast for dinner. I don't know how many of you do that, but I have always done that since I was young, and I got that from my father. He always cooked breakfast at times for dinner. He'd get off of work, he'll cook some pancakes, scrambled eggs with cheese, bacon, grits, sometimes French toast. I mean, those were the best breakfasts, because my dad could cook, and I never taste no one's pancakes like my father's, okay? And no one's scrambled eggs like my father's. May he rest in peace. I love him and I miss him. And yes, my mother, she has passed away too. God rest her soul, and I love her and I miss her. And my mama could cook. She could cook too. And anyway, I'm gonna get off of that. I get crying because I do miss them. And I do have some siblings that still live, and I have one sibling that passed away some time ago. My brother Dwayne, I love him and I miss him dearly, dearly. He was my biggest cheerleader, you know, when I was in sports, and I was like his biggest cheerleader when he was in sports and school and stuff. Miss him, miss him, miss him. But I still have 4 siblings living. It was 6 of us, 3 boys, 3 girls. And I still have 2 sisters and 2 brothers living. And in myself, thank God. But to get away from all that, yes, it was a pretty cool day, quiet day. And we are, as I got on the hurricane, because I was telling you guys how the weather is. We getting cloudy and kind of rainy, like showering weather. Last night we got some rain, but the night before it was like late night, Saturday night. It was, well, Saturday early morning before coming into Saturday. You could hear the rain. It was just pouring all night. But it wasn't a lot of wind. It was just more so rain, I'm sorry. And then Saturday morning it cleared up. It was just cloudy. It was cloudy all day, and you would see every now and then like little sprinkles of rain here and there. And like today when I was on my way, as you seen, it was just sprinkles of rain. It wasn't really hard rain. So it's been like that the whole weekend, and we still got cloudy skies. I'm seeing the dark clouds moving now. As you see, you look outside, we still have cloudy skies. And I'm not sure how long it's going to be like that. I'm going to have to check the news. But it's because of Ian that it has been like that. But I can say in our area, the rain was much needed. We haven't had any in a minute. So I'm sure the fields and the earth is thanking the Lord for the rain in this area at this time. But yes, I hope everyone has had a good day. If you haven't and you're going through, I pray that God come to see about you and make things better and touch your body, whatever you need, whether it's sickness, and He heals you and touches you, and whatever you're going through with the mind, just going through a situation. I pray that he comes see about you and help you through the situation. You know, but I truly hope everyone has had a good day. Because I always like to see people happy. But like I always say, I know God could deliver you from anything. God can help you through anything if it's his will. But just trusting and holding on and believing in him. However long you go through something, you just continue to hold on to him and trust in him, because he loves that. And when he see how faithful you are, he will come through. But I wanted to show you guys, because I wanted to just talk about a little something, because you know I had that great 2-day weekend a couple weeks ago at the Sisters Retreat. And I want to show you, and I think I have, but I'm not sure. I want to show you the painting I did. Excuse me while I adjust my crown. Excuse me while I adjust my crown. You guys like this? Yes. It's so many love this. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love it so much. I think I told you guys, I've been doing something just on the side. Just gonna do little stuff on the side for extra income until I start my own business of my own, and eventually, Lord willing, I'll be taking on that journey when that starts to happen. But right now, I've been doing little stuff for extra income, and I'm making t-shirts, guys. So if you would like any t-shirts, let me know. And I had an idea of putting my painting on t-shirts, and I put this on, I don't know if I put this on a sweatshirt. So I do t-shirts and sweatshirts, short sleeve, long sleeve, and sweatshirt. And I thought this was so beautiful. Yes, I can do it whatever color you want, whatever color t-shirt you want, whatever color sweatshirt you want. I put it on dresses and skirts, whatever you want. Whatever color you want. And like far as the hands and the crown, whatever color you want the crown, whatever color you want the hands, I would do. Okay, even the wording. But excuse me while I adjust my crown. Now, this was just a tester, because actually I'm going to be changing the font on it and kind of changing the lettering a little bit, where I'm placing it. I will show you eventually when I get it done. But yes. Yes. And I already got quite a few people wanting them now. And so that's just like some extra income that will help me along the way. And everybody loves t-shirts, you know, and it's kind of like a fad now that, you know, people like the different sayings. You know, I even do t-shirts maybe the way you like it, you know, saying or something that you want. You know, I have a lot of different sayings I'm going to be putting on t-shirts. But then, you know, you might think of something and you might want, you know, as long as it's in, you know, not something out of the way, you know. But yes. That's one of the things that I'm doing. I'm enjoying, and but I'll get in later about my future endeavors. I'll be taking you on that journey. But I am so in love with this. So in love with this. I'm going to frame this, and I'm going to hang this on my wall. But yes, this was done at the Sisters Retreat, and excuse me while I adjust my crown. Yes. That was a saying, and that was sort of like the theme for our Sisters Retreat, adjusting our crowns. It was sort of like getting refreshed, revamped. You go through all year, you're going through whatever it may be, you're working, and you just start getting so burnt out. And that's what it was for me. Started getting burnt out, and I'm like, yes, I'm going on this retreat because I need it. Went on this retreat, and it was like just what the doctor ordered, you know. It was just what I needed, and everybody was feeling that way. It was so beautiful. The seminars I had, the different demonstrations we had of stuff, and oh my gosh, I explained to you guys about everything, but I'm not going to go through that again. But that's basically what it was. It was like, okay, and actually it was about knowing who we are and knowing our worth. We are queens, you know. We are queens, and we got to know our worth. And when we're feeling downtrodden and just feeling beat down, tired, burnt out, it's time to say, hey, that's enough. I got to stop. I got to get away. Work stops. You know, everything else stops. You know, phone calls, social media, everything stops. It's like, stop. That's how it is. Like, stop. It's time. It's time. I need to get away. I need to change the atmosphere. I need to recheck myself. I need to adjust my crown. So excuse me while I adjust my crown. So it's like revamping, reevaluating your life, and just kind of like starting over a little bit and taking a deep breath, getting away from everything. Change the atmosphere so you can get ready to get back to reality, because sometimes you got to get out of that reality because you're getting so burnt out. And you're forgetting yourself. You're forgetting who you are. And you're allowing things to happen in your life that you shouldn't be allowing to happen. But because it just everything's like this, you know. It's like, and when it's going like that, sometimes you got to say, all this going on, then you got to just get in and say, stop. No more. I'm getting away. I'm getting away from everything. Yes. It's time for me to adjust my crown. So excuse me while I do it. Don't get upset. Don't get offended. Please don't get offended, because I'm going to adjust my crown because I got to get back on my feet. So basically, that's what that saying means. Excuse me while I adjust my crown. Excuse me while I go refresh. Excuse me while I go take some time out. It's time for some me time. I always call it V time. I call it V time because my name is Vanna, and I just use my first initials, and I just say it's time for some V time. And everything else halts, except for God, because He gives me the incentive to do this. He gives me the push to do this, because I don't want to start taking His time away. Because sometimes when we go through, it's just like we forget everything. Everything else is coming before Him. Everything else, and you find yourself getting backed up on your work. You find yourself getting backed up in your housework. You find yourself, oh my gosh, because you're letting all this drop on you, and you're not stopping. You're not saying no. You're just, and we're known to do this. Okay, we're known to do it. So we have to remember our worth. We have to remember our worth. And say, excuse me while I adjust my crown. Whether I tilt it this way, or whether I tilt it that way, or whether I keep it straight. But I'm going to adjust it. because I got to make some changes. Got to get it together because I'm losing myself. I'm forgetting my worth. Yeah. Pretty much, that's what that means. So this is why this was so important to me. I'm just so elated with it. I love what I've done with it, and I'm going to frame it, and I'm gonna always keep it hung up so I can remember when I'm all over the place and look at it, and then I'm like, okay, hold up, stop. I see you. I see you. It's time for me to adjust my crown. Yeah. So I just wanted to drop that on you because we all go through it. Whether it's female or male, because male, you are kings and you have your crown. You got to remember that you're a king. You got to remember, that you got to remember your worth. Because I know men go through a lot too. They go through a lot too because they're taking care of their homes, and they got to keep this going, that going, because they're men and they're expected to be first. And you have to take time out for yourself too. I talked to another friend of mine. I talked to him, and I told him about my trip and everything, and he was like, "Oh man, I wish I could do that. I did just get away." I'm like, "What do you mean? What do you mean you wish? You can. You own your own business. You can." I said, "Just remember, you've had that business for a long time. You can take off. You can shut everything down, say, hold up, wait a minute. The jobs just got to be put back for a week. Don't take no more jobs on this certain week because this is your week for your time off." I said, you could do that. You are your own boss. Even if you didn't have your own company and you had a job, we still have vacation time. So do not let money take precedence over your health. Because guess what? When you break down, that body breaks down because you haven't given it time. You haven't took time off. You haven't given it time, and your body is just breaking down. Guess what? That money is gonna stop because you haven't taken care of your body. You haven't taken care of your mind. I mean, so you're letting money take precedence over your health when the health got to be good in order to make that money. Okay? So you got to know what takes precedence first. Because as long as you have your health, and with the help of the Lord God Almighty to keep you going, to take care of your livelihood. And I was talking to him. I was telling him all this. He said, "You know what? You're right." And I never had no one tell me this. Well, thank you, Lord Jesus, that I was able to talk to him, because he's going to do it. And he was like, "I don't even know what the first place to look at, And I'm like, "Well, believe me, I can help you. You just tell me how far you want to go, because guess what? You don't have to go far to have a change of atmosphere. You could do a staycation, but there's beautiful places in the area that you feel like you're not even in your own home area." I said, it's just that we don't look for that because we think we got to go far out to get away, and when we don't. But if you want, just like I told him, I said, but still, you can get out of town. I said, but just tell me, you want to do something closer to home? Because I know some nice spots where you can go to and you feel like you're in another state and in another country. Okay? And, or if you want to get away, just tell me. So, he said that, he wants to actually go away, but, you know, not too far. And I said, I got you. I got you. Yeah, I got you. So I'm looking for him a spot to go. And because I kind of told him the nature spot that I went to. And I said, you know what? I think that will be good for you. It depends. You tell me whether you want nature. That's because truly, I think nature really heals the mind and body. It's so serene. It really is. And the lake that I was near and all that. So he was like, surprise me. I'm like, okay, I got you. Got you. So I was very happy to do that for him. And very happy that, you know, and well, I was just elated, and I felt pretty good that I was able to talk to him and help him that way. That's just me. I love to talk to people and help them that way, you know, in a way, you know, to let them know how important they are. Okay, and so I'm really excited that I'm able to help him. I'm gonna look for him a place to go, so he can get away for a good 3 days, you know. So, and when he said he never had no one to look out for him like that, I was like, wow, you know, and you know, it shocked me, you know, because I was like, wow. I'm like, well, you have to sometimes look out for yourself like that, because no one else is going to take care of you like you can take care of yourself. Not unless you find someone that is very, very, very caring like that, you know. And you can. They're out there. But still, you, and I say it again, no one's going to take care of you like you. Why? Because it takes you to even allow someone to care for you. You know, women, we are just instantly caregivers, you know. But that person have to want it. So you have to want it. So I was just basically telling him, and he appreciated it. So he's going to go. So I'm looking forward to start looking for places for him. And I'm going to let him know. So, but anyway, but just to let you guys know, same thing. Always remember how important you are, your life is, your health is, and always, always, at least once out of the year, I would say more, but at least once out of the year, get away, take some time to adjust your crown, know your worth, okay? But I'm already 30-some minutes in. I'm not going to say I didn't want to go that long, because I really didn't care how long I was going to go, because I wanted to talk to you guys about that. I wanted to mention about the Florida, about praying for everyone. And I know you all, you know, I'm sure you may know people in Florida, or, you know, if you have that type of heart, caring heart, I'm sure you all been praying for them too. But I'm going to get ready to go and call it a night. I think I'm going to do some reading for about an hour or so. And then I'm going to go to bed, because it's back to the drawing board tomorrow. Back to work. And this is the month I will start on another journey, working on my goals. And I will talk to you guys about that another time. I may not talk about it to you guys until it's complete. I don't know yet, but I'm beginning to start my journey of freedom for myself, of having my own, working on my own, and freedom to be able to do and go when I want. You know, and you know, but that freedom is actually, you know, I will be, it's basically having a business of my own, you know, and where I have that freedom, and get to the point where I have the freedom where I don't have to answer to no one but myself, for as my business and God, because I put him first in all that I do, because I always want to know if that's what he's okay with what I'm doing, because if he's not, it's not gonna work. If he is, he's gonna bless it to prosper. That's how deep and how much I know God is real, and I believe in God. So I'm on that journey now, and I'm glad that he's been pressing it on my heart and mind. And that journey started the beginning about a couple months ago. I was pushing myself more. Not that I hadn't talked about it the years before, but now it's coming on stronger. And then after that retreat, boom, yeah, my mind just went, oh, it's truly time. So I have started some things, and this is the month that I am gonna be working on some stuff. So it's gonna be kind of like off social media a lot, because I got to buckle down and focus on this. So I'm praying that God is with me. God will get me through it. And then I can come back and tell you guys how everything is going, what I have done, and hoping to tell you, because this goal I'm working on. Anyway, I'm gonna get off that. I'm gonna get off that, because I'm not gonna really talk about it now. And just praying that I'll be able to talk to you guys about it later when it's complete. But I love you guys. And as always, never give up. Never give up, guys. And that's one thing about this, excuse me, while I adjust my crown. That's another thing. You gotta take time off to recoup, to readjust, to get your head together, to know your worth, and to refresh yourself. So you can get a clear mind again and remember your goals and to go after them. And remember your goals and to go after them. Yes, and because that refresher, after that refresher, oh my gosh, it just felt so good after the retreat. And I remembered how much I'm worth, and I adjusted my crown, and now it's like, it's full force now, guys. I'm going after it. So sometimes you have to do that to get back on track. Basically, you got kind of swerving off that track, and now when you come and you slow down, you take your time, you refresh, you adjust that crown, you're back on the track, and you're heading straight again, full force. So yes, and that's meaning to never give up, because God can deliver you from anything. I'm always gonna say that. Always gonna say, keep God in your life, because He the one that can see you through. Trust and believe in Him, hold on to Him. Nothing's perfect. You're always going to go through something in life, but for sure, because in life, everything ain't going to be always, everything is not going to be there for you, whether it's a person or object, or whatever it may be. Everything ain't always there for you, but one thing for sure, God, He's always there. Always. Always. Love you guys. Never give up. God can deliver you from anything. Have a good night. Lord willing, I'll talk to you soon. I will probably be doing some short videos, But I won't be on media that much because this is a month that I'm planning to do some things. And I will get back with you. And Lord willing, I'll talk to you soon. I love you guys. Take care. Excuse me while I adjust my crown.